Hey, my name is Imade and welcome to episode 9 of Becoming Imade. We're just going to chat. So, what are we going to talk about?
Well, okay. Let me just ask
Oh, wait,
you.
my sister's here. She asked me a question. Sis, say hi.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
It's been a bit.
It's been forever.
All right. So we're just tracking my sister's progress so far because we said the whole reason of doing all this is to grow and become and do the things she wants. To really be free from the system.
So I can take this off. So we can hear you.
I feel.
Yeah, I know, but they don't know. And I'm right over here.
Okay, should I take it back then?
No, that's okay. Keep going.
Okay. Basically, this whole thing was about my sister's growth here, discovering what you liked and pursuing it, and basically, we're just wondering, how do you feel now?
Like a bum. I feel okay. Let me take those words back. I don't feel like a bum. That's not nice. I don't want to talk to myself like that. I just feel like I don't know what I'm doing. But then again, I do know what I'm doing. Even if I backtrack to episode 1, I remember I said that I want to venture into different things. Like I won't only just be doing the singing and the dancing. Sometimes you're gonna find me doing the family time, the cooking, the fashion, and everything else. And also, I did tell you that I was going to quote unquote level up with my filming, in a sense of, instead of just filming inside the house, that would be going out to adventures like dance classes, and that also that instead of dancing to somebody else's music, that I'll be dancing to my own music. So that was supposed to be a whole project situation. Now I'm happy with how things went when it came to going to dance classes. I learned a lot about myself, my mindset, and yeah, I learned a lot about that in that sense. So that was fun. And even going out, leaving my house and doing something different, that was a nice experience. And I want to continue with that. Moving forwards though, when it came to the whole project with the I Am Whole, I Am Greatness, the original songs that I had created, I was hoping for it to be something different, something amazing. I was hoping for it to be the definition of a project. Do you know what I mean? No? Okay, I'll get into it. So, it just felt like the same old. I thought that if I was to take dance classes, that I would improve or have some type of inspiration, a different style of dancing compared to what I would usually dance. Contemporary dance, freestyle dance is what I would always do. That's just me in general. So I thought by taking pop classes that maybe I would have a spark of inspiration or something new would happen. That didn't happen. But at the same time, I can't be mad because I only took 2 classes, literally only 2 sessions. And on top of that, I wasn't consistent with dancing or even freestyling at home. And on top of that, it was like 4 or 5 months after taking dance classes that I then came back to then choreograph, to freestyle, excuse me. So with that big gap,
yeah, you didn't really feel the growth.
I wasn't feeling the growth. I wasn't even the definition of growth. And even when I was filming, I wasn't excited to film, also because the plan was to rent out a studio. I wanted to be set up in a different environment where I'd feel inspired, where I'd have the privacy, the safety to create, to experiment, just something new. I just wanted the feeling of something new, and I didn't have that. A couple of reasons were because my finances. I don't really like talking about money, but finances was a major thing, okay? Because again, life is lifing. I'm not going to pretend, yes, I look cute now, but I know how to work with what I have already at home, okay? Everything you see here is DIY, Imade. But, so yeah, number 1, I was trying to use my money for things that I truly needed to use my money for, okay? Bills. Another thing was when we looked at the reviews for the studios, there were so many negative views. And it wasn't like we were just looking at one studio. We were looking at various studios, but within our budget. And some of them, just to list a few, was, for example, they could hear noises from other people using studios next door to them. You okay, sis?
Yeah, sorry.
They would pay for a session and then only to find out that they have to share a space with somebody else. Another one was they paid for 2-3 hours. They were provided with like a code to access the studio, and when they got there, their code wasn't working, and they'll be trying to chase down the person who's in charge of the studio, only to be able to have access to the studio for 30 minutes and then not to even get a refund. So I was like, no, let's give this a go. My sister was the wise one. She said, no, don't risk it. Just use what you have already. So I humbled myself and I said, okay, fine, let me use what I have.
I think that's why you feel like nothing's really progressing, because not only the financial situation hasn't progressed, or the plans that you had kind of fell through. So it's just, But mentally, though, even though your financial situation is the same and we wasn't able to execute the projects how you wanted to by using studios, by going to more dance classes, by going to more open mics, because we couldn't afford to be going anywhere, but you still found a way to still do you, obviously. But how do you feel mentally? At least, was there any kind of progression mental wise compared to months ago?
I just didn't want to do it. I'll be honest with you. Because of everything that's happening in my world, I was like, why am I doing this? But because I'm practicing being the kind of person who respects myself, where if I say I'm going to do this, I want to follow through for the sake of me, regardless of how I'm feeling or how my situations, my surroundings may appear, that it is my responsibility to stay committed to me. So that's what I did. So I'm proud of myself for that side. But I didn't enjoy any of the experience. I may have put on a slight facade of me pushing through and acting like everything was somewhat okay, but I wasn't okay. And even when I was filming, when I was done filming, I recognized things, for example, because I was so tired and just wasn't happy. When I was in the editing process, the first phase was okay. I didn't know even how I was going to edit this video, if I'm being honest as well. I didn't know how I was going to edit it, but I noticed that I was filming differently, and there was no way of me coming back into my space to then refilm again. I didn't have time. I was just, you know what? Everything just wasn't working out. So mentally, I just felt like I'm just repeating myself. There's no progression. This feels long. I don't want to do this again, because why? But it's also now put me in a headspace of, okay, this is good. We've given it a shot. Things didn't necessarily go to plan, and that's okay. But you showed up for yourself. And now that you feel like you're done with this is an opportunity for you to find something else that you might be into or be excited to do. This is another space for you to expand into new horizons, new things, or things that you've done before but you haven't really tapped into, aka the style, the clothing, for example, or foods, because I love foods. Love food. Who doesn't
just
love
can't afford to eat it.
Yeah, but just to give you an example, headspace, I'm no longer chasing. Before, I was in a place of I need to make sure that I'm editing this video, and I need to post on these specific dates. I need to post these many videos, and I was draining myself and making myself more sick as well. I find myself that I'm no longer trying to force things. I'm no longer trying to tell myself that if I don't post this thing, that I'm never going to be successful, or I'm not going to reach my own goals, or if I don't post this thing as many times as possible, then that means that I have no value, or the money that I'm going to become will never be. I've released that attachment and just seen that I'm grateful. Stop. The things that I do behind the scenes that you guys don't see, I'm grateful. Stop. So now I'm in that headspace and in that embodied space of flowing, of being, and giving myself permission to recognize that if something isn't working, that's great. We now know that's just not working, and it's an opportunity for us to expand and to try something else. So that's my headspace. I'm no longer chasing. I'm no longer forcing situations. I'm no longer caring per se of what people are going to think, or when is somebody going to recognize me? When am I going to get more followers?
Speaking of that, followers and recognition.
Yeah.
You've come to a space that is not to put your headspace into creating content so that you can get X, Y, and Z. Now you're creating content just, do you know what? You're living your life because you can't control. There's only so much control you have over there.
Yeah.
So now you're just creating content just to share what you're doing in this life with your creativity, than to hope to get something from it. You're just sharing.
I'm literally being Imade.
Yeah.
Like literally being Imade.
Instead of in the ambitious.
The objective is no longer, okay, we're doing it so that we can be recognized and opportunities will come to us. Now I'm doing it because this is my lifestyle. This is what I do, and I'm choosing to share it. Opportunities may or may not come, but as long as I'm doing this, I'm happy. And where's wood? If I die today, I died happy knowing that I was living my truth. Okay?
No regrets.
No regrets. Yeah. Regardless of how polished or non-polished things look, regardless of how imperfect things are, regardless of whether I fit the mold or not, I'm literally just doing me. And that's enough for me.
It's finally coming to you.
Everything's clicking,
even though they're not as what you'd like, you are still lucky enough or happy enough that you are still able to even do what you can with in the circumstances that you're in. So
but now I'm like, okay, what's Imade, what do you want to do next? For you, what do you want to do next? What do you want to try next? That's my question. Forget everybody else's impression. What would you genuinely like to try next? That's my head.
Do you know what I say as your sister here?
Yeah.
As the one that's kind of encouraging you-ish, is I feel as though we need to, fingers crossed, by the way, that when you get a little bit more...
We don't need to talk about that.
Yeah, we'll leave that aside, but...
Don't ever mention...
Yeah, we won't mention that. But basically, I feel as though... You need to, when you can, invest a bit more into going back into taking more dance classes, because you only did 1 or 2. So it would be nice for you, it's even whether you film it or not, it's just to be able to, do that a bit more and go to open mics, because you're just singing, you're barely even singing in your home anymore.
Oh my God.
So you need to just be in the environment that's just surrounded with music. So
where
just
I'm allowed to actually be myself.
we need to somehow make sure your objective is just to do it more. Go there and just do it. Just do it. And whether you have the back an instrumental track or not, just sing with your bare voice. And even if you're not a pro, it's just about letting yourself be doing you. And on top of that, with your clothes and whatnot, you already knew, we don't like sewing, so what? Then you like clips,
just do
right?
what you would usually
do. And just go all ham in it. And just go crazy with all these creative things without having to think that it has to look or be in a certain way. And whenever you get a little opportunity in that moment to do something, just go into it. And so no matter how it looks, this is your life. It is. And so just be happy and just make sure you're consistent with the things that make you happy.
I received that, and I intend to do that. So So
and you've been doing great lately by being more involved with your family. You always said that you wanted to do that, and you have been doing that. So kudos to you, because I can't even bring myself to do that.
I've just not been recording all this stuff. That's the thing.
You've been living the life,
I love being in the moments. I love it. From the creating my clothes to the spending time with my family to let's say, improvising in the studio or singing in the home, which I haven't been singing so much because my neighbour's been complaining.
But you have been making sure you can come down to mine, and at least practice, even if you're not filming that.
Yeah.
You have just been doing that. You just haven't been as on.
Yeah.
Because now, like I said, your mindset has changed to, we're not trying to create content for the sake of creating content to bring followers
Have
or
you
whatnot.
noticed? I've not even put like, follow, subscribe. It's not that I'm trying to be rude or unappreciative or anything like that. It's just that because I'm literally just being me, and I would like for you, if you wish to follow, if you wish to like. That's a headspace that I'm in right now. I could change next week, but right now it's like I want it to be organic from my side and also from your side as a viewer, as an individual. I want the support to be real, and for those who get me, to come along and get me. I don't know, but I do know. Yeah. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think that's just your mini goal for the weeks coming, is just to get into your creativity more without putting any expectation or ambition or whatnot on it. Just flow and do what you do. Yeah. And don't be disappointed if it gets you nowhere. Not the point is that you're doing something that's true to you.
Yeah. And it makes me feel full.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. Don't get distracted by that stuff.
I won't.
Because you would end up forgetting what that happiness is because of that. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Well done, sis.
And
Jayo, fight it.
Yeah. Literally, that's it. I hope you heard what my sister said.
Oh my gosh, I forgot this was covering my mouth. Yeah. Oops, sorry.
But just to round up maybe what she said, when you next see me and forevermore, it's whatever content you see me share, it's literally just Imade, and it's not me trying to be perfect or anything else, and it's just being true to myself, and I'm just choosing to share it with you. So that's it. Yeah. Thank you. Have an awesome day, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. And you'll see me next time.
Bye.
Bye for now.